How you doing, guys? It's your boy Nando, and you know what it is. It's the Pound for Pound Boxing Show in association of Seconds Out Coffee. Today, got a very special guest, Leeds' very own Jack Bateson is going to join me today to talk about, obviously, the 4th of September. He's heading back home, Headingley, Warrington, Lara too. Let's see if we can get him right now.
Yes, Nando.
How you doing, Jack?
Oh, good, thank you, bro. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Just want to say thank you for taking your time to speak to me today. It's great to have you on.
No, thanks for having me. No problem at all.
Anytime, anytime. How's camp? I see that you've been sparring European champion Jason Cunningham. How was that?
Really good. Camp's gone to plan. I've had a good 8 to 10 weeks of hard graft. You know what I mean? Plenty of good spars. Sparred with Jason Cunningham on Monday and did really well. So yeah, really good. It couldn't have gone better, and I'm raring to go now.
Amazing. Before we go on to your next fight, let's talk about your last fight. You was back out in April against Joe Ham. Dominant performance, points win. Obviously, we are our own critics. Just give us your analysis of your performance, and was there anything that you think you can change for the next fight?
Yeah, to be honest, it wasn't my best performance, but it was a fight that I won comfortably, like you say. Joe's a very good fighter, very experienced. I went out there with a game plan, I feel like I pulled it off, but if I'm honest, I feel like I probably overdid it a little bit in camp. You know, with COVID and stuff, the date for the fight kept getting pushed back, and I was probably about 4 weeks booked. But you know, I got in there, got the job done, and I'm just happy to get the win and move on to what's next.
And what better way to make your return to the ring? Obviously, you're from Leeds. It's going to be in Headingley. First of all, sum up your feeling when you was told that you're going to be fighting at Headingley in what a great event on Dazn, Matchroom, Warrington, Lara too.
Oh, buzzing! Like, obviously, since my last fight, I've known that this show was coming up, and I was thinking, you know, I want to be on the show. I mentioned a few times in interviews I want to get on the show. So a massive thank you to obviously MTK Global for getting me the on the show, and obviously Eddie Earn and Dazn Matchroom Sport for the opportunity. And I'm going to take it with both hands and look to shine. I cannot wait, and to have my crowd there, you know, back home in Leeds after 2 years without them all. It's going to be special.
That's brilliant, and what better way to return? Obviously, with the crowd back, is going to be definitely as well. And obviously, another Leeds boy going to be the main event. Warrington is going to try and get his revenge on Lara as well. Is there any news on who your opponent might be for this fight?
Yes, I think they're waiting to announce yet, but I've heard that it's a guy called Felix Garcia, 7-2-1 from Spain. I've had a little look at him. He comes to have a good go. You know, he's a good opponent. You know, he's coming to win. He's someone that I need to look good against, and you know, these sort of opponents that I should be dealing with well. And hopefully, the next time I do fight after this, obviously all my eyes, but hopefully I'll be looking at titles then after I get this win.
Brilliant. Are you the type that before a fight you actually do your research on your opponent, or do you let your team do that?
I do like to have a little look. I don't like to look too much because I'll be up all night in bed just thinking and thinking and thinking. So I'll have a little look, see what I'm dealing with, and then from there I'll let my team deal with it and sort of see whereabouts we're going to go from there.
Brilliant. I'm glad you mentioned titles. Obviously, right now on BoxRec, you are in the top 10 in the UK. Obviously, beating your next opponent will push you a little bit more up that ranking as well. And you want to push for titles. Do you want to go straight for the big one, the British title against Brad Foster, or do you want to move a little bit slowly and go for maybe like an English title?
I don't mind, to be honest. I mean, I feel like I've been looking for titles for that long. Right, I'd fight for any sort of strap. You know what I mean? Like I'm 13-0, looking to go 14-0. I had the good test against Joe Ham, and I'm ready for that good step up now. I've completed 2 8-rounders. It's just whatever's available for me, you know, and whether it's the English route, the British route, a different route, you know, down a different world organisation, I'm happy to go with whatever my team are comfortable with, and I'm confident in beating any of these guys for sure.
Brilliant. Another prospect from Leeds that's fighting the same card as you is Hopey Price.
Yeah.
What do you think of Hopey, and can you see one day you two getting it on, maybe in Leeds as well?
He's a good fighter. I hope he's a good fighter. I mean, this fight is going to show us a lot about him. I know Zaid, who he's fighting,
Yeah.
and I know him very well. I've actually been doing a bit of sparring with him leading up to this to help him out, and it's a great fight. Fair play to both of them for jumping in and taking it, and I think it's going to show us a lot. But yeah, down the line, that would be a massive Leeds fight, wouldn't it? And like I say, I will beat whoever's put in front to get to where I want to be. And my ultimate goal in this game is to be a world champion. So it is what it is.
And is the other goal as well to become world champion at Ellen Road as well?
Yeah, for sure. I boxed on the undercard when Josh beat Selby, and I boxed early, and I was able to enjoy it a little bit and just have that experience. You know, that is a ultimate dream of mine. And yeah, I've ticked off getting on the cards, but I want to be the main event. So it's all to come for me, I'm sure.
I think that'd be a brilliant fight, whether it's at Ellen Road or Headingley. Some may not think that it's worthy of a main event, but I think you versus Brad Foster for the British and Commonwealth title, I think that'd be a great fight in Leeds.
Yeah, Brad's a good fighter, but I'm working my way up the ranks, and I'll be there before I know it.
Brilliant. Let's talk about obviously the main event. Another man from Leeds as well. It didn't happen for him the first fight. Obviously, I know you, in a biased way, you're from Leeds. You're going to say Josh is going to win, yeah. But is it going to be revenge, or could it be a repeat?
It's going to be revenge, but it's going to be a tough night's work by every means. Where he's going to have to get on his feet. He's going to have to move a little bit. He's got to be tight. If he is going to stand and trade for him, he's got to be tight, and he's got to make sure he don't get caught with those big shots. This is a life-changing opportunity for Lara. And Josh is a very motivated person. I've sat and had a few chats deeply with Josh a few times. He's a great guy, and he's a great sportsman. And throughout his career, the stories I've heard from the likes of my dad, who have known him from a youngster, and even myself watching him as a youngster, he's always been one of them people that will believe that he's going to win, and he'll go in there to really do a job on the other person. So yes, the last one didn't go his way, and it was hard to watch. But if anyone can bounce back and with the right mentality, it's definitely Josh.
With Josh winning, are we setting ourselves up for a classic trilogy in the future, maybe for a world title?
With Lara?
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, look at what we've got in Britain now with the likes of Galahad and Lee Wood and Josh. Let's be real. Josh is going to be. Let's say Josh beats Lara. He's going to move on, and he's going to want to look for world titles against one of those guys. But I'm sure Lara, if he does get beat, or when he does get beat, will be still knocking on the door. And he's a serious fighter, and he showed that in the last one. So I think it definitely could be a big trilogy down the line.
Brilliant. And then you got the likes of like Jordan Gill coming up as well, another great talent in that division.
Yeah.
It could be a four-way unification. Winner of Wood and Galahad maybe face the winner of if Warrington and Gill get it on as well. Gill's going to go for the European title, but it could be a future fight for Josh and Jordan. But what a mouth-watering 2 fights that we may have.
For sure, man. All so close to home. We're quite lucky, really.
Brilliant. Before I let you go, Jack, just a quick message for your fans that are going to tune in on DAZN, that have supported you from day one, and what can they expect on the 4th of September?
Just thank you, everyone. Obviously, I've sold a load of tickets for this fight, so thank you, everyone that's coming out to support me, and everyone that's going to watch DAZN. Look out for me. I'm looking to make a statement, and hopefully you'll be seeing a lot more of me very, very soon. And I'm on the rise, man. It's to come up. So yeah, thank you guys, and I appreciate all the support.
Brilliant. Thank you, Jack. Hopefully, after you get through your opponent, we get to see you in a title fight. You deserve it. You deserve the opportunity, and we can't wait to see that.
Thank you very much. Appreciated.
Take care. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.